Hello, wonderful curl friends. What a lovely day to gather together. And you get my hair as our model tonight. So I'm just going to get myself a bit comfier while some people join us. So tonight we are doing, hey Abs. Tonight we are doing a brand new technique. Now I actually haven't even done this on my own hair before. So hopefully it's a success. I went to an event on the weekend and there was an incredible, hey guys, an incredible hair artist there. And her salon is called the Heir Salon. So the Heir, like H-E-I-R. She's got an epic kind of head of hair. And I watched her style like type 3/type 4 curls. And I was in awe. And I thought, what better way than to show you guys this wonderful technique of how she styled curls and got them massive, like massive. So I'm just going to get straight into it because other people can catch up when they're at a later date. So obviously we are talking about how to expand your curls, and the expanding is going to happen midway through. Good evening, Sue. Lovely to see you. The expanding is going to happen midway through the styling. So my hero product tonight is going to be Schutzbar and Hold It. Fun fact, we're going to talk about Hold It a little bit later, and some slight changes we've made to Hold It. So look out for that. Notice I am wearing our latest product, the Cold Shoulder Guard. But yes, so our lead product tonight is Schutzbar. And I'm not going to use any gel because she didn't, and I'm giving it a go. But I am going to use a butt-ton load of Schutzbar. There's about 10 pumps in my hand here, like a butt-ton. Okay. So this girl came back from the stage and back on the stage, sorry, and it looks like she had like a shampoo lather in her hair. So you're going for dense, thick lather of foam. Okay, I'm probably going to put a tiny bit more in, purely just because she did. She's like, you want it on the roots, you want it everywhere. I mean, I put Schutzbar on my roots all the time. So, okay. So we got one side producted. Now let's go to the other. I guess while you guys are watching tonight, it'd be really good to hear maybe some things you do that add volume to your curls. Or maybe you've tried something and it hasn't worked. Or I don't know, just ask me questions. It's just you and me here, so don't be shy. Yeah, we've got a really great model lined up for our next LOHY Live. But our model for tonight fell through, so you get me. Okay. I'm going to put a few more pumps. So obviously, dense amount of product. Real dense. Hey guys, so many people are joining. Now, if you are afraid of using this much mousse, one of the best things about the foam is it's so much lighter than your gels. So if volume is a struggle for you and you find that using the gels is kind of like heavy on your curls, maybe you should give a go of the foam. Now I'm going to take really different sectioning patterns. So will that make the hair crunchy? No. The gel is what really gives the cast. But one of the fun facts is that obviously doing it this way, we are going to not get so much longevity, Kathy. So when we use the gel, because it is sealing in all of the hydration and really forming a lovely kind of like trap over the hair, what you'll notice is that like I can go like 4 or 5 days. I'm probably not going to get that with this styling method. So now when she did this, because her model had curly hair, she just kind of did a few, she did the finger curl. I've never done it before. You bring it up and then you let it fall. She also did a few other techniques. I'm going to have to get a tighter curl model in to show you them. I filmed them so I can show them all to you, my squad. But yeah, I'm just taking vertical sections here. So very different than my normal sections, but I am still brushing them out and off the scalp. Oop, that's too thick of a section. And if you have tighter curls, your curls will already be springing at this point. But for me being a true wavy, my curls won't spring until I start to scrunch. Okay. Now I'm going to, hey Vessie. I haven't met you before, Vessie. I think this is your first time with us. Now you can still hear how squish-tastic this all sounds. Okay? And all we're using tonight is Schutzbar. Like, look at how much juice is in my hands. Okay? Loving it. This is good. Now, I'm just going to keep these ones forward. Try not to disrupt those while we get started on the other side. So we are talking about how to expand your curls. So big, juicy volume and no crunchy, noodly curls. One of the things that can happen when doing our classic Curls Made Easy routine is that you can kind of end up feeling like you're a little bit noodly or a little bit crunchy, and you might be somebody that prefers a little bit softer definition, still definition, but a little bit more volume. So watch along if this is, oh, my eyelashes, maybe that's you and you wish you had more volume, softer curls, and you're not so worried about long lastings because you wash your hair more regularly. Ray, you did not miss much. Ray took one for the team. She took my kids to Zumba for me. I go to Zumba on Wednesday nights and it just cuts it too fine when we're doing the LOHY live, so my kids get really bummed that they miss out, but my beautiful friend takes them. So Ray, all we've done so far, or for anyone else that's just joined us, is we have on thoroughly drenched, soaking wet hair. We're taking vertical sections, but I've used probably about 15 pumps of Schutzbar in each side. Possibly even more. Can't quite remember. And I'm just taking my sections this way because I'm building a lot more width into my curls. So I'm building bigger, juicier sideways curls as opposed to such big, perfect top curls. Okay. Now I'm going to start to still so much juiciness in there. And the cold shoulder guard is perfect for this because I can be standing here, sitting here. I could be fresh out of the shower in my birthday suit and I'm not getting that slimy, cold shouldery feeling. Okay, so I'm stoked with how this is beginning. Now, if you are somebody with really tight curls, at this point, I would not opt for what I'm about to do. But because I have wavy hair, I need to encourage more curl, and the encouraging of the curl needs to happen with the reduction of moisture. So I have got my glove on, and I'm just coming up. I'm just going to take a little bit of the moisture out. And then we're going to layer one other product. Ray, we had so much fun. So good. So if you don't have one of our gloves or our cold shoulder guards, I'd probably just recommend like an old t-shirt. Some people use a tea towel. You just don't want to disrupt and dismantle and dishevel kind of all those beautiful juicy ringlets. Okay, so give your hairspray a good little shake. And this is our product that we're going to layer over the top to intensify the schutzbar and also to build in a bit more volume, because who can get enough volume? So I'm leaning over to the side doing this. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because if I sprayed it on the top, a lot of that interior would miss out. So lay over to the side like you can see me doing here. And then you may just want to pull some out. Whoop, don't trip over. And just a few for good luck. Okay, so the whole time I watched Kindle is her name. My brain worked. Kindle. Okay, the whole time I was watching Kindle, she had her model just over frontwards. So I'm going to work a little bit more side to side so I can see you guys and check what you're asking. Now, to talk about what I said before, we have just readjusted the formulation of Hold It. I don't know if any of you fine curlies out there. Some of you loved it and some of you felt like your hair got concreted. So we heard your reviews and we have taken them on board, and we have adjusted the quantities of some of the products in there to fix it in. And I think you're really going to love Hold It. So if you are someone who tried it and maybe felt like, oh, it's just a bit too much for my hair, then do not fear, because we have reworked it for you. Now what I'm doing at this point is I am starting to remove some of the moisture. But the big thing is we're only removing 50% of the moisture, and then we have a step, an important step to do. Okay? So you're just beginning to start to remove the moisture, but you're not getting rid of it all, okay? Now, nobody's got any juicy questions for me. I'm just going to lower this down so you guys can see the technique better while I sit down and be lazy. Oh, why do you need to use so much chutzpah? Epic question, Val. Because it's my only styler and I need every strand of hair to receive some of it. I'm also just trialing something live, which possibly is a little bit risque. May not work. May work for some people's hair. But for me, I normally use like 5 products on my hair. So with this routine, I'm only using 2. I'm using chutzpah and hold it. Yeah. Vessi, yes. We've used chutzpah as our foundation product, and then I've layered over the top the hold it. So yeah, I'm using so much of it because I want big light volume, and I don't want it to be noodle defined. I want it to be soft, squishy defined. So it should be softer to touch. That's the plan, Ray. But like I said, I'm going off grid tonight. I'm doing something I've never done before. So who knows? I mean, it looks okay so far. So we'll see. Christine, if your hair is curlier than yours, do you need more product? No, just the same amount. You just, one of the things that the lady did, what Kindle did, is because her girl had so much natural curl, like she was type 3. Let me show you, just to give you reference. I am type B, 2B. She was a 3B to 4A. So very curly compared to me. So all she did was really hover diffuse, because the hair was going to build on its own volume. So yeah, so she just stuck with a hover, more a surface diffuse. So if your goal, Christine, because your hair is curlier, if you know your hair gets voluminous without a lot of work, then I would say you would just hover like so. There wouldn't be such a need for you to go in and do so much up work. So yeah, but good question. The only reason you would add in more product is if your goal was, if you just knew that the gel gave you greater longevity, and that was your main goal. For me, my goal is to just try something really different tonight. Hey, Mickey. So yeah. Val, I'm finding when I use the chutzpah, pow and oomph, it becomes noodle. If I use less product, I don't get enough hold. Val, have you ever tried using our hairspray? Basically what the hairspray is it's like a Barocca for hair products. It kind of just like gives it a buzz, makes it a bit more epic, without the feeling of so much product in your hair. So, yeah, if you enjoy using a little bit less product, then I would say maybe the Hold It would be something that would allow you to use less product, but still get some hold and longevity. We're nearly getting to the point of 50% dry. Now, for those of you who follow us on Instagram, you would have seen that a very funny video went up of me diffusing my hair. I finally filmed the diffusing video where I reviewed 4 different diffusers and I timed them. And that means, hi Brenda, hi Tracy. That means I washed my hair, applied stylers, and dried it 4 times in one day. Anyway, so you can see the boredom in my face, but the reviews will be launched soon. Bianca, as she was editing it, she's like, so I just have to make this funny video. So if you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. There's a feature about celery. Okay. I feel like this is my 50% dry. And so this next step is where it all went epic, is that she went through with a sectioning clip. So it's all kind of touch dry at this point. And she went through and broke up the large curl clumps. So often when our hair is wet, it gravitates to one another, making really large curl clumps. And when that happens, it looks like we have less hair. And so I don't know if you've ever seen those beautiful big curly girls, and they have like epic amounts of hair that just like kind of crown the whole photo. Yeah, this is what they do. I've realized it. It's not just about fluffing your hair. It's about going through and finding, while your hair is drying, coming through. I'm just doing it one at a time. Like, you can't rush this. Now, some of my curls, you can see they're already not super juicy clumped. So I'm just trying to feel for where I've got the biggest, chunkiest clumps and trying to pull them apart. Now, because I'm a junkie, I am going to layer a little bit more chutzpah over the top. Just because I'm a junkie. Now, what this is going to actually do is a few things. As we said, it's going to, hey Kim, it is going to expand your curls because you're making your curl clumps smaller. And you're doing them at a time where they're still damp, so they're not going to get frizzy. That's the key thing, is if you do it at the wrong point, you're going to find that it's going to make your hair go frizzy. So make sure you don't leave it too dry and then it just goes actually to fluff. How do you prevent frizz for all of us who frizz the more you touch? You would maybe do this at a wetter point. So if your hair is too dry, it will most definitely start to frizz. So Ray, maybe for finer hair, this would happen maybe when you're like 20% dry. Whereas for me, I've waited until I was 50% dry. Ooh, I'm liking it. Oh, I need that clip again. So really being gentle, because this is the point where we don't want to ruin all of the goodness we've built. And so this doesn't have to be your everyday. This could just be like when you're like, oh, I just want epic big hair for a photo, or, you know, a hot date, a girls' night out, something. This can be your thing that you kind of add in. For me, I wash my hair in the mornings, unless it's a night like this. I don't know if I would take this much care with my hair on a school morning, unless my kids weren't in the house. Trying to find where their missing sock is, or their library bag, or telling me that they have a homework thing due, so. Actually telling Ronnie. He's the one that finishes all those. So you can see I'm just quite carefully working through. So if you rush this step, you are going to make fuzz. Okay. Now, one of the tricks with my wavy hair is making sure that I diffuse it enough while it is wet, so that I can build the shape. So my concern immediately in this point is my hair getting too dry while I'm fiddling and trying to separate my chunky curls? And will I then kind of have an issue that I'll need to re-wet my hair down with? And that is always something you can do if, as you're working and separating your curls, if you feel that it is getting too dry and it's getting fluffy, is just grab your spray bottle and separate, resaturate, sorry, not separate, wrong word. Resaturate your hair. Okay, there's my wet towel there. Otherwise my hands are going to be sticky. All right, here we go. So round 2 of diffusing now. Oh. It's so good when I have a model because the camera doesn't change, it just stays. So because I'm going for width, I'm making sure that I'm working from side to side. Now, if you were someone that had quite thirsty hair, I would definitely layer in your cruise control first. Oh, yeah. Oh, for those of you who have noticed, I'm missing an earring. Thank you. The back fell off this morning and I forgot to get one when I was at home. And I just noticed it's in my handbag. I haven't lost it. What I'm loving about this is I definitely feel like I have greater amounts of curls. immediately, which sometimes it takes when I've done a gel cast, a classic wash, you know, Curls Made Easy routine. I feel like it takes till about lunchtime for me to get the curls feeling expanded enough. So yeah. Kim, you joined late. What products have you used so far? All I've used is Schutz Bar and Hold It. So we're going for a really softer crunch, less noodle-like curls, and really expanded curl sets. And I've probably used almost 30 pumps of Schutz Bar. Kim, this has come, I went to an education day on the weekend, and there was a really great curl artist called Kindale, and she was visiting from America, and she did somebody with really tight curls, and this is the technique she used, and I was like, I wonder if it would work on wavy hair, and I thought I would show you guys. I've never done it before, so I'm not really, I wasn't sure. I took a risk. I think the risk is paying off. Gotta wait for my curl clumps to dry. But it is happening. We're almost there. Yeah, it is looking great. I must agree. For me being a volume lover, maybe I might have to change my morning routine. Hi Nicola, welcome tonight. And Sandy. So many beautiful people joining. So if you are a little worried, say you're doing this, say you're doing this routine on your own hair, if you are worried that it's going to be too much mousse, too much Schutz Bar for your hair, then just drop it back. So if you were somebody that normally use 20 cents of gel, maybe 1 or 2 pumps of foam, maybe just start with 6 pumps of foam on each side, and then you could work your way up and have a go and just see for your hair what works for you. As I said, I am a product junkie, so I do like using lots of hair products. Some bits at the back that are still wet, and then I can't wait to shake this all out. What setting do I have my hairdryer on? I am on high fan and mid to low heat. I am constantly, if you ever watch, going between pressing my cool setting and I just wait till I feel the warmth and then I press my cool setting so it doesn't get too burny hot. Now a tip for maybe people who feel like their roots get a bit flat. This is something I've just recently started doing on my own hair and I call it the scalp scratch. So when you get the diffuser in, ready? I'll then start to give it a scratch. What I'm trying to do is open and expand that root area to really try and get the air moving, but also to expand those curls at the root so you don't get flat, noodly sections. We're almost dry. So yeah, give your roots a shimmy with your diffuser next time you are drying your hair. We had a great question a few Lohy lives ago where somebody said, how do you keep the diffuser on? Which it's a good question because when I was an apprentice, because we didn't know how to use gel and we didn't know really what to do with curly hair, we used to put the diffuser in, then we'd turn the hairdryer on, let it dry that section a bit, and then you'd turn it off and you'd drop it back down. Because if you left it going, what would often happen is all the hair would just get frizzy and fuzzy and all of the in-betweens. Almost. So yeah, so now that in terms of diffusing technique, make sure once you're using gel with your hair, you can be diffusing it the whole time. And if you find it getting fluffy and flyaway, you may just need to look at two different things. Is maybe you have fiddled with your hair too much, or maybe you didn't use enough product. So now I'm turning my hairdryer to completely cold, and I'm going to take my diffuser attachment off. And I'm going to bring my hair completely forward and basically just let the roots just start to be awakened by the airflow. And then I'm just going to give little shimmies like so. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys can see how soft and touchable that already looks. But, ready? Let me come on in. Wow. Wow. Take my cold shoulder guard off. So you can see all of the contrast. It is so soft. Possibly could have not put those extra 2 pumps of Schutzbar on when I was working through separating my curl clumps. But really good definition. I've used zero gel. All we used was the Schutzbar and Hold It. So, Schutzbar. And our newly adjusted formulation of Hold It. I love the fact that it is, the curls are denser. I feel like I have more, and I have like second day curl vibes on day one. So what I would recommend to any of you, even if you maybe don't want to go so heavy on the Schutzbar, do your normal curl product application. But when you feel like it's touch dry on the outside or just a bit damp, I would like to encourage you to separate your curl clumps then. Drop them either in half or into threes. As you saw, it's really built out so much curl shape. I can still bring my hair over to the side and get an epic big center. So yeah, it's a win for me. Takes a bit for my hair to go those really barreling ringlets. I've got them. Let me look if I can find any other cuties. Yes. So good. Okay. I'm a convert. I just don't know if I would have time for it every day, but maybe it's something that I can try and adapt, at least around the front of my face. So how do you keep your curls looking so good overnight? Oh, never thought you would ask, Tamara. This is called our cozy. And the cozy is designed to be used for so many things. I mainly use it for showering and for when I go to bed. And so it's a lovely soft kind of t-shirt fabric. And all I do is flick my hair over like so. It's a vibe. And then I just shake the ends of my hair in like that, so that then I can just tie a scrunchie if I had a scrunchie up here. I find that if the tail hangs out, sometimes it will fall off during my sleep because the tail has got caught on things. And then in the mornings, I can pull it off and just let my hair kind of fall down and go about my day. I really don't do much. I kind of like my curls getting a bit messier and a bit grungier, Tamara. So for me, the bigger the tussle, the better. I do enjoy having really neat hair, but I really enjoy this hair. A lot. This feels like my dream hair because it's like big and a bit grungy, but there's still no fuzz and it's just really soft definition, not noodly. Thanks, Kindle. Good inspo. And as it always flows, girls and guys, if you have other questions about tonight's routine or other things that you may have seen me do tonight on the live, please do comment below. I will answer them, and we'll do our best to make sure that, or maybe if you try this routine, please put up a selfie. I put my face on here all the time. But yeah, I would love to see your versions of, or maybe if it didn't work, also share it, you know. But yes, I would love to see how it's worked on your hair, separating your curls midway through your drying process to really build out fuller, softer, juicy curls. Thanks so much, guys. And please do keep commenting on this thread. We love to answer your questions. Love and hydration.